Hello, this is Jessica with On a Stack of Books, and today I wanted to do some more blackout poetry. So this one is going to be just some colored pencils, some pens, and some stamps. I think just one stamp actually. And it's going to be a little bit simpler than the last time, I think, unless I get a wild hair, which is always a possibility. So I think I have gathered most of my stuff, except I'm realizing I don't have that stamp, which is what I need. This is my little lantern, and so this is going to be a page from The Night Sister by Jennifer McMahon, and I chose this side, and my thought process is that I've got this lantern, which is going to be our light source, and so I'm gonna have a little bit of yellow, and it's gonna be radiating out like a glow, and of course it's gonna get darker as it comes down. And so I think the word choice that I went with is, God said, "Are you here?" The one place to hide was her fear. So down here where it's the fear, I wanted it really dark, and I don't think I'm going to use the rest of these words. You know, I've kind of played with it, and I think I'm going to connect the words so that your eyes will travel the direction I want them to go. So that is the thought process, and then of course we'll see what actually happens and how it turns out. So let's see. I want to be able to see God said in here. So there is my lantern, and I think I'm not sure, but I think we'll go with, I'll have some yellow. How orange is that? That may be. We'll go for a little bit of subtle, and then I think I'm gonna color this in fully. And so I'm gonna kind of go for so what I was thinking or trying to figure out was, should I cover the words that I want to use, but I want them in the light, and I want them part of that, and then I can darken around it. And we'll kind of, and then go just lighter as we get further away. And then I'm going to bring up the dark to kind of meet and overlap a bit. We'll have a little teensy bit down there, but not much. So that, and then I gotta find, so this is just a pencil, but I do want a black. I don't know if this is black or blue. That's blue. Alright, this is a crayon, so I think that will work. Cannot find a black colored pencil. Alright, so alright, so I just have to be careful because my words up here was and her, so, and then my word fear down here, but I want a little bit of that overlapping where we're kind of coming away from or far from the light. have a smudge pencil because I don't want more yellow down there. That's not what I wanted. I want it to be, oh, I gotta be careful. There's my words. Haven't quite decided how I want to make those words pop. And then I think fear we will just quite literally go around it, but I'm not ready to make that commitment. Okay. Let's see. How am I? So I've kind of got like these little just sketchy lines. I don't know how I feel about that. If maybe I just could get very blocky and block them out. I could circle them. Do I want circles? Do I want, although this would sort of match that. And so I can do it in pencil and see if I like it. And if I don't, I can always erase it. The pencil doesn't even give it very definitive. This is much more defining, but that sort of goes with, and I may be able to, okay, place to hide sort of helps to block out the other words. Too close. I think last time when I did my last blackout poetry, I really got so close, and you could read it, but it was hard, and I want to try to do more scratching out these to really make it legible. Okay, so the one, you can see I'm pushing darker. I'm feeling a little bit more ready to commit to this. This is so light. I was like, I don't know. Okay. So I did have this idea of down here in the black and then taking some words that hurt and squeezed, things that kind of would go with the fear, and like piling them up sort of on the, you know, to be like figuratively. So if I can work that in, I may still, I don't know. So I'm obviously in my shed, and so if you hear some odd noises, the birds are on the roof. And so they're scratching around. Like they do. They make their presence known. Okay, so this was sort of, I was gonna like kind of do a line and I don't know why that's so dark. I kind of want it to be a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that. That's not a good eraser. Okay, so far none of these are good erasers. That one's not too bad. Just wanted it a little bit more. Okay. So then it's the one place to hide was her. And then we're gonna come down to fear. And so we're gonna keep going with this technique because that works for me. Okay, so definitely we're gonna push that dark up, but I don't know if it's going to be, so I know these Sharpies don't have a ton of ink in them, and I kind of like that because it's gonna give us, I think, the effect that I'm looking for. So, oh, that looks pretty new. What is that? Those look very new. Okay, that's more like it. Let's see if we can, yeah, that is the level that I'm looking for, but I think we'll, once again, as we're crafting, creating, sometimes you hit a point where you're like, that doesn't look like I wanted it to, and you keep going. These just have a nice sharp tip, but they're not actually that new, but they smell like they're new. Not a huge fan of Sharpie smell. Okay. Don't know how I feel about that up there. Okay, where's my one that isn't very... definitely dying. What is that? That's dead. Okay. So these are dead. Well, some life still in it. loving how it's like all waving up. It's like wheatgrass or something. Fear is usually chaotic. It's not so organized. So we're going to make our fear space more chaotic. So nice and pretty. So again, I want my one that is, yeah, I feel like it'll blend, but it's not. Okay, fine. Is this the one that's pretty dried out? Dark really wants to creep in. Okay, let's get more pencil, I think, to kind of fill in, to soften. Very hard to blend marker with pencil. That's what I need. I need crayon. So maybe I need to have the black here to sort of tie in this. It's very ominous. It's like raw, gonna come up in. So let's see. Okay, so we're not really getting. I think I want more. Yeah. Oh, I've got to do some yellow in there for sure. It ties in the messiness of that, I think. I'm gonna make it a little bit more to match it. This piece definitely. Gotta make it messier. is her fear. So I don't know if this is the effect that I thought I was going for. I want this to blend more, but I just don't know that that's possible with these markers as the medium. But again, I kind of like the chaos of it. So let me play with. So it was going to be just this side of the page anyway. So let me play with what it would look like if. So and honestly, it doesn't even have to be like scary words, because our fear can be non-scary things. You could be scared of a kiss. Let's see what I have so far. I've got smile. It's nothing. Okay. Got faded. I've got heart. I've got imagined. I've got whispered. I've got tightening. That's a good one. So I don't know if I'm going to do it this way, but I kind of want to see what it looks like, and it may make the chaos and the unblending work. I don't know. We shall see. So if I had it literally like, but see, I think that might get confusing because it'll be like part of the poetry. So then I was thinking if I had something like something creepy coming from behind, like an arm, like she's buried by this fear. Let's see. All right, let's just work with this. I have more words that if I go that way. I've seen some really cool blackout poetry where they tear the paper and there's something underneath, and I saw a really creepy one where it was an eyeball and I liked it, but I don't think it fits here. So I was thinking like hands, like some kind of hand coming out. Okay, so these drawings are not, this is much more realistic. So I'm kind of wondering about that. I also have, I don't think I want to cut those up though. I really like those cards. This I would not be upset about cutting. And if I could cut out the fingers, this hand is actually really good. That's really good. That might work. So I want to do this in a way that I'm not sacrificing other potential. So I know I have, it was like paper dolls almost. My daughters had that, you know, that tray where you know, the paper dolls and you color and you change the outfits. And I know that I had a bunch of these, and I feel like I had arms, and I just don't know where they are. That's really what I was looking for, but this is more realistic. More deep. He's gonna have his poor little hands buried with words and things he's afraid of. And of course I will find the hands that I was thinking of as soon as I finish this project, because I found the legs, but that's not really what I was looking for. I wanted to have like, it's sort of, you know, maybe just a jumble down here. It's the train of thought, and then it brings you down where I kind of tear the paper back so they could be sticking out of that. So I don't know if I want it right there though, but I think I want, I guess if it's down here, I could always change my mind if it does not work. One because this looks kind of funky. Okay, so let's see. So I really like the word tightening, so I think we're gonna somehow have that in his grasp. I kind of like it, but we don't really see that it's coming through the paper, so maybe we need to have it like this. Maybe we need to have more pulled back, a little more ragged, a little bit more. Oh, maybe. I feel like this isn't done, but then I think on this one I am gonna tear the edges. And should the black go all the way around? Maybe that's what I don't like about it, is that, is this the one? Like, I really need it to go. It was supposed to be that, like, just looks like it stops at an odd place. I don't know that I love that either. This is like ridiculously lucky. It was just sitting there. I like this. So we're gonna kind of, but I'm gonna tear the edges. Help to soften some of this. Got really narrow, didn't it? Okay, so let's see. So you've got this, and then give this a little bit more something substantial to kind of hold on to. Let's see. I wanted this to be more about the light versus the dark. hand through there. No? Okay. Go like this. Yeah, I think that. Oh. Maybe like that. Let's see. Footsteps squeezed, tightening, faded, hurt, tightening. Maybe we could have, instead of the things that, you know, fear piling up on you, maybe we could have the response. God said, are you here? Of course, we have the word answer. I could just put answer. Just sort of like you can fill in your own blank, whatever your answer would be. So I kind of like that. And so we've got this like pile of words that maybe is to symbolize that it's like a pile on top of, and then the fear with the answer. I think I like it. I do. I think I like it. Oh, my neighbors are doing something. All right, let's get his arm secured. Okay, so what do we think of that? Do we need more words? I kind of feel like we need more words. Everyone. That could be scary. Everyone. Just throwing stuff around. Alright, I can always add more words if I feel like that is necessary. So I'm going to use my paper cutter. So sorry, my neighbor is cutting. Sounds like metal. Okay, so as it stands right now, got it matted because I feel like I could keep doing if I needed to add to it. God said, are you here? The one place to hide was her fear. And she's holding her answer, which I like because I don't know if her answer is yes, no, go away. I am going to let this sit overnight and I'm going to come back and look at it with fresh eyes because right now I kind of like it, but I kind of feel like, I don't know. I'm not sure. So, but this sort of was my plan. I don't really like how this, but then at the same time, I kind of do. I don't know. Fresh eyes will help. That will definitely help. So for now, we're gonna say this is complete. I will come back and look at it later and make adjustments if I don't think it looks complete. It is the next day. This is with fresh eyes. I'm looking at it. I really do like how it looks. I'm really happy with it. The only thing that I think I might try to do is add some, because I like that these are like sort of, I don't feel like you think it's part of the poetry. Like I definitely think I accomplished what I was looking for here. But one thing I wanted to try was these words down here that I have. I was gonna see if I could, how it would look if they had a little bit of black on the edges versus just to kind of give it a little dimension, a little bit of so our cold snap down here in Florida definitely has gone away, and it feels like spring. It is warm. We had a soccer game this morning and it got hot. So it's always short-lived, but it's always so shocking when we get such cold weather here that I'm going for, I think the feel, I kind of want a teensy bit of creepiness with this, I guess. So that's sort of what I'm going for. Uncomfortable. They're all... Yeah, I kind of like that because it's not all of them, it's just that. And then the only other thing I was thinking was, which one of these works? So I was thinking of, again, kind of going with that chaos idea, that I would, so that it wasn't such lines. Kind of blurs. Because I think when I was doing it, I realized I didn't like the straight lines. I think I would have liked it to be a little bit more squiggly. And that's definitely not. Just trying to muddy up those straight lines. Going with the chaos feel. I know I've said that a lot. I'll stop using the word. You know, this could also be like the hand of God reaching out in the darkness of the fear. Like, I'm here, and he's coming to meet you where you are, and he's giving you an answer. May not be the answer you want, but he's giving you an answer. I like the ambiguousness of it. Okay, it's getting better. I'm liking it with less of the lines. I didn't like the lines. I've got pigeons living in my yard here, and they are cute and noisy. They're flying all over. I think I like it. I think I like it. So I'm just gonna glue these little words down. So, oops. Whoa, okay. Okay. So we are going to call this finished. I like it. It works. It's good. Yes, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Please share any blackout poetry that you do or have done. I think with this video, I will upload a couple of shorts of blackout poetry that I did previously that I did not obviously record while I was doing it. It's going to just be the finished product. So, all right, thank you for watching.